Can you confirm his identity?
Jabari Reynolds.
I got this under control.
I'm not going down for this.
I could use some help from someone of your stature. Gotta deal with the consequences.
There's just certain boundaries you don't cross.
Tariq.
Supposed to be on your man. It's too late to be scared now.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost Season 2, the official trailer. This is the recap. We're going to break it down piece by piece on everything that we saw in this trailer. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on those things. Now if I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. Let me know what you thought about the trailer. To me, it was straight up fire, and it seems like Tariq is going to be at it once again, trying to get away with murder, trying to, of course, stop all this madness. I mean, the dude cannot catch a break. I mean, time and time again, he's involved in some huge investigation, and once again, we're going to see that in Season 2. The sad part is that the Tejada family is going to be at war, and Monet does not want the things that Tariq has done to come back on her family at the same time. She's going to be dealing with her own issues as well. So let's begin, man. What did we see in this trailer? Of course, they give us, the flashback with Tariq taking out Jabari Reynolds. This whole season, at least the beginning, will be based off this incident alone. You know what I'm saying? This professor, he is gone. So everybody wants to know who did it. Of course, Kane, he wants to make sure his name is clean, and he wants to make sure Tariq does what he said he was going to do. That is clean all of this up and make sure he is good with his family once again. Now we see your boy Tariq waking up, probably realizing like, man, I really just caught another body and I have to make sure I clean this up. This could not come back to me at all. So of course Tariq's going to come up with a game plan on trying to, of course, erase all the evidence that could lead back to him. Now, this will be everywhere. The news of course, Jabari Reynolds will be all over campus, all over the news, and the campus will be very, very hot. Tariq knows this, right? And not just Tariq. The Tejada family knows this. Monet knows this. And she's going to, of course, be like, hopefully this does not come back on us. This is what Monet is going to be telling Tariq in this season. She does not want this coming back, messing up her business, her organization, because Tariq has been involved in this. The crazy part was Kane is the one that messed all this up in the first place, right? Now, we see your girl, Professor Milgram. She identifies the body as Jabari J. Kelly Reynolds, and she's hurt. Now, my prediction for her is this. I believe she's going to take this very, very personal. Remember that your boy Jabari had that laptop. I got a feeling that Professor Milgram would dig deep and try to figure out what really happened. She already is probably thinking that something has something to do with the Tejada family, just based off what we saw last season. So expect Professor Milgram to take this very, very personal. Even though Monet has told her and warned her to stay away, trust me, this girl ain't going nowhere, man. She's going to continue to be a problem in my opinion. I'm pretty sure all this heat on campus is going to make Tariq realize, like, man, operation and business is probably going to have to stop on this campus as of right now because it's entirely too hot. Your boy Brayden, he sees it as well, the notification of Jabari Reynolds. And my question for you guys is this. Do you believe that Tariq is going to tell him what he did to Jabari Reynolds? We know in the past Tariq would not tell Brayden a lot of different things to protect him. And of course, you don't want this information out in everybody's head, right? So we're going to see if Tariq really trusts Brayden and actually tells him the truth about what he did. That's going to be a testament. That's going to be a challenge for Tariq to complete. Then we see the new detective, Kevin Whitman. He will be on this case as far as the whole GTG murder on the college campus, as well as Jabari Reynolds, because this is going to be 2 murders at this school. So expect him to be digging deep, scratching around, trying to find out what's going to be going on. And of course, he will be questioning the students. Your girl, light-skinned Keisha, she is back in this season, and you already know she going to be on one in class. Now, as I just told you guys, Detective Whitman is going to make sure he finds out what really happened. The question is, how hard would it be for him to, figure out this information? We've seen in the trailer, he's digging very deep. He's following, I believe, it looks like Tariq and your boy Kane and Braden. So we're going to see how that all plays out. Now, Jenny Sullivan, she will be back in this season. Remember her from season 1. She was the prosecutor going up against Tasha, and she also was the girl that Cooper Saxe was clapping up last season, which could be a leverage for Tariq, Cooper Saxe, and Davis MacLean. Now, your boy Tariq is telling Kane he has it all under control because, your boy Kane is like, man, hopefully you got this all figured out. I don't want this coming back on me. Remember, Tariq promised him that he's going to make sure this is all going to be good. He has nothing to worry about. But see, Tariq definitely has a lot to worry about because he needs to make sure this does not come back. And if it does, it's going to be issues. He's pretty much done for if it comes back on the Tejada family or it gets back to him. He cannot allow this to happen. So in this season, what you're going to see is Tariq going back to Davis MacLean, trying to get that help, trying to, get these resources. You need the extra protection to protect you just in case they end up trying to bring you in and say you did this. Now, upon Tariq's journey with Davis MacLean, Cooper Saxe will be a person that Tariq's going to be working with as well. Remember that Cooper Saxe, he ended up joining teams with Davis MacLean. They are working together. And now we're going to see Cooper Saxe and your boy Tariq on the same side. And I'm going to tell you right now, Tariq better watch out what he tells Cooper Saxe, and he better watch his back because I still believe Cooper Saxe is up to something. I don't trust him at all, but we do know he has a job with Davis MacLean. As I just told you guys, him and Jenny Sullivan, that can be a leverage because if she's working on the other side, Cooper Saxe is clapping her cheeks, it could help out Davis MacLean with his case with Tariq. Now in this trailer, we see your boy Drew. Your boy Drew will be watched as well. And I'm going to tell you right now, Drew going to this college campus at Stansfield, it is a high risk. He don't need to be going there. None of Monet's kids need to be going on this college campus. And as I just told you guys earlier, Detective Whitman, he is all over this. He's going to be following everybody. So, these guys going back to this college campus is just plain stupid in my opinion. Now, in the trailer, Monet is telling Tariq, like, look, you said you got this all under control. Hopefully, this does not come back to us. This does not mess up any business. Now, you're telling me, you got it. Now, you know what happened if you're lying, right? And Tariq tells her, yes, I understand what happens if, my word does not stick. It's pretty much over for me, right? He knows this already. We see your girl Diana, she's looking as well. And with Diana, she's going to be the spy. We saw what she was doing in season 1. She was plotting and planning. In season 2, I believe she's going to do the same thing. Tariq really needs to watch all these females he's around. He cannot get caught up with Diana, Lauren, Effie, all of them. He has to be way smarter this time around because he just doesn't know who's going to be out to get him. Now, your boy Kane is going to definitely be kicking it with Mecca, the new plug. Remember, Mecca is going to be hooking up with Monet. But Kane most likely is going to be trying to prove himself to Mecca to show him like, look, I'm down. I can do whatever you need me to do. And as you can see, they're in this big garage or whatever with his cars and stuff like this. Some of you guys thought this guy sitting in this seat was 2-bit. I don't really know if it is 2-bit or not, but I do know him and Kane definitely get into a fight and it's not going to end well for somebody. When it's all said and done, Kane cannot afford to continue to mess up, especially dealing with Mecca. Monet barely let him back into the family. This dude getting into fights with this guy, messing up the game plan is something that he cannot do. But I got a feeling that Kane may just get lucky in that encounter. We're going to see how that all plays out. And we talked about Rashad Tate already, as far as being a series regular. And I'm going to tell you right now, Tariq is going to go to him. We already talked about this. And Rashad Tate is probably like, okay, you want my help? You need my resources? Yeah, he does, because he understands that Rashad Tate, he has a name. By having Rashad Tate on his side, that means he's going to be a better chance of Tariq beating any type of negativity, any type of evidence or anything that can bring him down. So having Rashad Tate on his team is very smart. The question is, we know having Rashad Tate ain't free. It's going to cost something, right? And as we can see in this trailer, your boy Tariq's going to continue the operations as far as, pushing these drugs. The question is, will he continue to do it on college campus? How long will he wait until all the heat, dies down? As I told you guys earlier, he definitely needs to calm that down. He's probably going to have to move to a different location, at least until this whole investigation dies down a little bit. But Tariq is not going to stop. He needs to continue to get this money because he's going to have to pay Davis MacLean and Cooper Saxe, and hell, probably your boy Rashad Tate as well, to keep that, protection on his back. He needs that. And as you can see right here, your girl Lauren, she's in the background. We can hear Diana telling Tariq the re-up is coming or whatever. Trust me, Lauren, she has some secrets that she's hiding. Tariq cannot underestimate that girl. And she's sitting in the background, probably acting like she doesn't know what's going on. But Tariq, you cannot overlook that girl. Trust me, you can't overlook none of them. To be honest, you probably don't even need to be messing around with them. Just keep it straight to business, in my opinion, because eventually you're going to get caught slipping. Now we see in this scene right here, your boy Brayden is bloody. He done got into a fight. You can see Effie, and she's looking very, very pissed off. Your boy Tariq definitely did something wrong to make her upset. Hopefully in this season, we get to finally see Effie's connect. Who is Effie's plug? Remember that Effie is a series regular. So for the first time in Power history, we're going to be able to see Effie's character way more than we did in the past. And I believe that is a good thing because Effie, she is from the original Power season 6. And she was one of those characters that everybody wanted to know more about. And everybody was kind of surprised that we did not see more of her in the first season. Now, as we can see right here, your boy Kane, he's counting those bricks. And when it comes to Kane, he's going to have some huge choices. We know that Lorenzo is going to be getting out. For you guys that don't know, Lorenzo is coming home. Now, I got a feeling Lorenzo is not going to be happy with Monet and how she's running her operations. We know it's going to be a Tejada war. But more importantly, Lorenzo is probably going to be upset that Kane is kicking it with Mecca and all that stuff. So I can see him trying to do something about this. At the end of the day, Kane and all the other kids, they're going to have a huge choice. Do they want to stick around with Monet or do they want to roll with their pops? I can't wait to see how it all plays out. And your boy Redman will be entering the Power universe, and he will be playing Davis MacLean's brother. We know he's going to be, of course, going through some different things. And this season, we're going to be able to see more of Davis MacLean's backstory and why he turned out the way he is. And this dude is a winner at the end of the day. So I can't wait to see more of his backstory because we can understand his character a lot more. Now, we also see Tariq and your boy Kane doing business together. Now, if you guys have been noticing, they are showing these certain scenes and you're seeing it's looking like somebody is watching them. Now, they show, of course, Kane and Tariq. And then from afar, they show Tariq and, I believe, Brayden, right? And it seems like someone is watching them. I'm telling you right now, Detective Whitman, this dude is going to make sure he is watching Tariq, the Tejada family, and anybody else that's connected to them at all times. He's trying to gain some type of leverage. Now, your boy Rashad Tate, as I told you guys earlier, will be in this season a lot more. And I believe they're going to build on a more of a backstory to set up his actual spinoff, which is Power Book 5 Influence. So that's what I believe is going to happen with Rashad Tate. At the end of the day, we know Rashad Tate is going to have to watch Tariq and all the things that he is doing because it can lean back to him. We know this. Now, Lauren, of course, she is talking to Tariq. We're going to see similar things that we saw in season 1. We know when they're in class, they always talk about certain topics of discussion. Of course, you hear Lauren and Tariq talking about boundaries, and Tariq is telling her, well, sometimes you got to cross those boundaries, especially when you need to survive. In the trailer, we see a jewelry robbery. We didn't see this since the original Power when your boy Kanan went up to that jewelry store. The crazy part was Lauren's mom was actually in the store when that got robbed in the original Power. So we're going to see who's doing this jewelry robbery. Whoever is doing it is definitely someone experienced, in my opinion. I can't wait to see this whole scene played out. Now, also in the trailer, we see your boy Tariq, and it's looking like he's getting the strap ready. Your boy Tariq probably done got into it, or maybe he is going somewhere where he feels like he needs protection. But I'm telling you right now, Tariq definitely needs to do what he has to do to survive. And as he told Lauren, sometimes you got to cross those boundaries, man, to do what you got to do in order to get the upper hand. Now, we see in the trailer, Davis MacLean, he is telling someone that don't tell them anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing, right? So Davis MacLean is trying to protect someone, and I wonder if it is someone besides Tariq. Now, we get to your boy Zeke, the weak link, the guy that's a huge liability to the Tejada family. And I'm going to tell you right now, he will be questioned, as you can see right here. Detective Whitman will put that pressure on him. How many times will Zeke be able to squeeze out of these situations? It's just a matter of time before he's not going to be able to get saved again. And I got a feeling in this season, as I keep telling you guys, Zeke is definitely going to slip up. And this time around, he may not be that lucky. And I'm pretty sure he's going to tell them exactly what he knows. Now, once again, we see your boy Drew. And it's looking like he's hanging back out at the college. As I told you guys earlier, this is a huge mistake. The more he hangs around at this college, the more bad things are going to continue to happen. In the trailer, we see your girl Monet with the strap. Most likely is about to catch another body. We know Monet don't play around. And in this season, she's going to have to be more ruthless because of Lorenzo in this huge Tejada war. And as you can see right here, it seems like Monet will continue to have problems with Kane. Even though Kane is back good with the family, there's still going to be some issues. Kane is still probably going to do some of the things that he's been doing, and he's probably going to get a little bit more cocky because he's hanging around Mecca. And as you can see right here, Kane is kicking it, having a good time. And you already know we talking about Kane, so most likely he is making mistakes. I mean, Monet is probably can't sleep at night knowing that her son is a liability and that he can possibly mess up everything. In the trailer, we see your girl, Professor Milgram, which could be after she finds out about Jabari Reynolds. She's probably upset, very pissed off. I told you guys earlier, I truly believe she's going to take this very, very personal, and she may just try to figure out what happened. So if that's the case, that's another liability on the Tejada family. Now, we see your boy Drew done dropped somebody off, done gave somebody these hands. Why are you fighting, Drew? What are you doing? Did somebody piss you off? At the end of the day, Drew was more of a low-key type of character, so I really want to know what this dude done did. And then in the trailer, we see your girl, Yasmin, and she's being taken to another home. The lady said, we're going to take her to a good home, and Tariq has to tell her, well, I'm her family. You know what I'm saying? I can take care of her. Tariq, in this incident right here, this will get to him probably the most because Yasmin is pretty much all he has. Tasha's out of the picture, and where is his grandma at? Did something happen to her? At the end of the day, Tariq is taking full responsibility, and he's going to try his best to figure out a way to get his sister back. Y'all saw she had that Band-Aid on her head. So did Yasmin get into a fight? They said we're going to see more of her character this season. I know a lot of people was wondering why we don't see more of her character. Well, we're going to see a little bit more of her character this season. Then we see your boy Rashad Tate. And then you notice Rashad Tate's demeanor. It's completely different. Now he looks upset. Of course, he's telling Tariq he needs to talk to him. And I got a feeling whatever Tariq has done is probably screwed over Rashad Tate. And Rashad Tate is probably having that same feeling that everybody else has had when they got too close to Tariq. He's probably like, man, I don't know why I even tried to help out this kid. Now I got more of a mess just trying to be a solid resource for this kid. So expect Rashad Tate and Tariq to have a very interesting relationship this upcoming season. You already know he's going to regret ever doing any type of business with Tariq. I mean, everybody else has, right? Everybody that's got close to Tariq has pretty much been screwed over. So I expect the same thing to happen to Rashad O-Dog Tate. Now, also in the trailer, we see, of course, Tariq hooking up with your girl, Lauren, clapping those cheeks finally. And right after they show this, they show your boy Tariq hooking up with Diana. Now we're going to finally be able to call Diana Dirty Diana. And I keep trying to tell y'all, these girls will be a huge problem for Tariq. Him messing around with these girls, not focusing, could be a huge liability. Especially Diana, you know how she gets real emotional when Tariq is doing different things and gets very, very jealous. We saw that last season. And then on top of that, you got Effie in the picture. She's in the mix, which is going to make things even worse when it comes to all of these females. And we know in this trailer, we see Effie having a very interesting conversation with Diana. And it's looking like the two are about to throw down. The question is, who gonna win? You know what I'm saying? Does Effie realize who Diana is? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what's going to happen in this scene, because you already know Effie don't play around, Diana don't play around, and she's very sneaky. At the end of the day, Tariq has more of a mess to clean up, and he cannot allow these two to screw him over. We see your girl Jenny, she is back getting her cheeks clapped, and I got a feeling she's probably getting clapped up by your boy Cooper Saxe, or it could be Detective Whitman. At the end of the day, Cooper Saxe definitely needs to keep her in his hand. That way he has a leverage over her, because he's going to need that when it comes to protecting Tariq. Also in the trailer, we see your boy Brayden. He is trying to get in contact with Tariq, but it doesn't seem like he's able to get that contact. Your boy Brayden will definitely be seen more in this season. Hopefully him and Tariq can become more closer, and this whole loyalty thing between the two can grow. Brayden is definitely a character that gets Tariq's back, in my opinion. Now, we see in the trailer, it looks like your boy Kane is running out of his building. Most likely, he done got into it with somebody. I mean, we talking about Kane. He's always involved in something. And I got a feeling he done probably screwed up once again. Then we get to the shootout at that same garage warehouse that we talked about at the very beginning of the video. This is Mecca's spot, in my opinion. We see the cars there. So this lets me know it's a shootout between Mecca's organization and most likely, I would say probably Lorenzo's, unless they have another organization that Monet has issues with. I told you guys Lorenzo will be getting out. He will be pissed off about what Monet is doing. So I can see this possibly being the case, but we're going to find out for sure. Your boy Zeke, he cannot stay away from Professor Milgram. And it doesn't seem like she can stay away from him either. And Zeke will tell her everything. He has a sweet spot for her. She knows this. I think she's going to take advantage of Zeke. She's going to use him to get closer to the Tejada and figure out what really happened to J. Kelly Jabari Reynolds. I told you guys, this girl is not going to rest until she gets some results and she finds out exactly what really happened. Now we see your boy Kane. Looks like it's, of course, Mecca. I told you guys these two are going to continue to get close this season, and it's looking like they're, putting in that work. They about to probably catch some bodies. At the end of the day, this is probably a bad look, especially if Lorenzo finds out about this, which I think he will. He's not going to like it like his son kicking it with Mecca. Now, we see your boy Davis McLean. He's giving, of course, a speech. We see the police truck in the back. So it could be something that's, on the campus. I told you a whole thing about Jabari Reynolds. It could be around that. But we do know that your boy Davis McLean will be giving a speech. Now, at the end of the trailer, we see the one and only, the OG, triple OG, Kanan Stark. He is back. Of course, we know this is all in Tariq's head. Kanan is telling him, this ain't the time to get scared. This ain't the time to be soft. You supposed to be on your grown man-ish, right? You supposed to be the big bad wolf. All the stuff that you done been through in the original Power, all the OGs that you done been around, now you slipping up. You letting this mess you all up. So now Tariq's gonna have to, come to a decision. What does he really want to do? Because at the end of the day, let's just be honest. We know Tariq, yeah, he want to sell drugs for, Monet, the Tejada family, but deep down we know Tariq really wants to be the boss. He wants to be at the top. He wants to do exactly what his daddy was doing. He wants to do what Kanan was doing, what Tommy is doing, right? He wants to be at the top of the food chain, but it's not going to be that easy. And in order for him to even get to that level, he has to clean up all this mess that he's involved in once again. Hopefully your boy Tariq is starting to realize, like, man, all the stuff my dad told me about, how this is not really worth it, how, of course, it can ruin my life. I guess he was right. Maybe it's not worth it at the end of the day. But we know Tariq is probably going to continue to screw up, continue to make these mistakes. At the end of the day, he has a lot on his plate this season. This whole Tejada war, it's about to go down. Who will be the last person standing when it's all said and done? You guys let me know, man. But leave your theories, predictions, everything down below. I know the video was long, but I told you guys we had to break this down piece by piece to go over all the little details of this trailer. Now we're going to continue to talk about Power Book 2 Go Season 2 in the next upcoming days to continue to get you guys ready for Season 2, which will be airing on November 21st. I cannot wait. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.